In the latest violence, at least 64 Palestinians have been killed in Israeli air and ground attacks across the Gaza Strip.
A court has ruled that the alleged shooter of the Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico be detained.
Russian airstrikes kill at least one person in Odessa and at least 2 people in Ukraine's second city of Kharkiv. Israeli forces have intensified their attacks in the Gaza Strip, killing at least 64 Palestinians across all areas of the enclave on Saturday. Residential buildings were hit, as well as the Jabalia refugee camp, where people were killed queuing for water. Israel's chief military spokesman said a 4th body of an Israeli hostage had been recovered, a day after 3 bodies of 3 other hostages were also discovered. In Tel Aviv, thousands gathered on Saturday night demanding new elections and the resignation of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. Many Israelis are upset over the hostage situation and accusing Netanyahu of putting political interests first. Israeli War Cabinet Minister Benny Gantz has also threatened to resign unless Netanyahu sets out a post-war plan.
A court has ordered the unidentified male charged with attempting to assassinate the Slovakian Prime Minister Robert Fico to be detained. The suspect was transported via motorcade to Slovakia's specialised criminal court for his first court appearance. Prosecutors sought the detention order for fears he could escape or commit other crimes. Ministry officials confirm Fico is in a serious but stable condition and that Parliament will resume.
Dohodli sme sa, že vláda bude pokračovať ďalej podľa nastaveného programu, ktorý nastavil on. To znamená, budúci týždeň budú minimálne 2 zasadnutia vlády, jedno štandardné a jedno osobitné kvôli rokovaniam o eurofondoch.
The 59-year-old Prime Minister was shot in the abdomen while greeting supporters in the town of Handlova. The alleged assassin shot 5 rounds before being tackled to the ground and arrested.
1 person was killed and 8 others were wounded on Friday following Russian airstrikes on Odessa, according to Ukrainian officials. Elsewhere, Ukrainian troops were fighting to halt the Russian advances in Ukraine's northern-eastern Kharkiv region that was launched last week. The recent attacks are trying to stretch Ukrainian resources, according to military analysts. They're spread out across the front line in the northeast, central east and southern east of Ukraine. In the northern eastern city of Kharkiv, 2 people were killed and 25 were injured in Russian airstrikes. The second largest city is targeted almost daily and in broad daylight, according to Kharkiv's mayor. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said during his nightly address on Friday that Ukraine's aim is to prevent Russia's attempt to expand the war and to prevent it from breaking through the front line. The Russian Defense Ministry on Friday said that it had destroyed over 100 drones, including in the Black Sea, over Crimea, the Krasnodar and the Belgorod regions. The drone raids on Crimea marked Kyiv's attempt to strike back during Moscow's offensive. Northern Italy has been hit by severe storms and heavy rainfall, leaving several regions, including Padua and Vicenza, submerged. Emergency services have been mobilized using dinghies to rescue residents from flooded homes, while cars float in the inundated streets. France is also experiencing severe weather, with Météo France placing 39 departments under yellow alert for thunderstorms. This includes parts of the Île-de-France region, where Paris, the Yvelines, Essonne and Seine-et-Marne departments are. They are on alert for severe storms that were due from midday on Saturday. Meanwhile, in Slovenia, local storms formed and heavy rainfall hit the northeast on Thursday evening. And in Stajerska and Gorenska, the rivers swelled up, with some of them bursting their banks.